welcome to Lovely Sweet Cakes. My name is Malaika, and today we're going to be making the second cake in my Cake Surprise Inside series. So today's cake is going to be Nigeria. I wanted to take this opportunity to create something that expresses my extreme respect and pride in the youth of Nigeria, centered around a theme that unites us all in national pride: football. So, based on a design inspired by the new 2020 Niger soccer kits and in celebration of Nigeria's 60th year of independence, let's make this cake. To get started on this cake, guys, we're going to be using this no wahala white cake recipe courtesy of the Sugar Geek Show on YouTube. I've included the recipe and a link to her video in the description box below. We will be making 2 batches of this cake, but first we need to prepare our oven and preheat it to 335 degrees Fahrenheit. And to ensure our cakes drop out of those pans clean and pristine, we'll be lining our pans with parchment paper and brushing the inside with my favorite baking secret, cake release mix. If you would like to get the recipe for this, you can click the link in the top right hand corner, or you can check out my link in the video description below. So to make our flag, we will of course be needing green food coloring. I used Kelly Green by Wilton. It's best to add your color in small amounts until you've reached your desired shade, as the strength of pigment in different colorings may vary. Make sure to use a spatula to periodically scrape to the very bottom of your bowl to ensure that your color is fully incorporated and you have a streak-free batter. Then we can pour our batter into our pans using a kitchen scale to make sure we have the same amount of batter in each pan. This will help us to get a more even cake layer and a more balanced looking finished cake. While our first cake is baking, we can mix the batter for our second cake. The process is exactly the same, we can just leave out the color this time. So while our second batch of cake is baking, we can move on to making our icing. I had really wanted to incorporate a different flavor of icing for this cake, like almond or coconut. And if you wanted to do this, you would just substitute 1 of the teaspoons of vanilla extract for a flavor of your choice. But unfortunately, I was out of the extract that I wanted to use, so vanilla it is. To make our buttercream icing, we'll be combining 227 grams of room temperature butter with 4 to 6 cups of confectioner's sugar, otherwise known as icing sugar. The sweetness level and consistency of your icing will be determined by the amount of sugar that you decide to add. We also add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract about halfway through the process of adding our sugar, as well as a small pinch of salt, which balances the sweetness of the sugar. And if necessary, to loosen the consistency of the icing, a small amount of milk can be added at the end of the process as well to make the icing more spreadable. So here is another baking secret. A little bit of violet or purple food coloring can be added to your icing at the very end to help to change the butter yellow tint that you might get from your icing over to a bright white. Just make sure to add a very small amount so that you don't turn your icing purple. So once our icing is completed, we will just cover it with some cling film until we are ready to use it. So next we are coming to the good part, the assembly of our cake. Once your cakes are cooled, we'll use a ruler to measure out the distance between the center of the cake and the outer edge of the cake. Now, in my case, I used a 9-inch cake pan to simplify my measurements. First, I use a 3-inch cookie cutter to mark the center of the cake, and once I have carved that section out, I will do the same process to each of the 4 cakes. Once the centers have been cut out, I then just trim the outside of the center of the cake and then prepare it for the addition of the other rings. Using my buttercream icing, I coat the inside of the first cake, which is the vanilla cake, and then I insert the green center with a little bit of buttercream on the bottom to make sure that it sticks to the cake board. Then I measure out my next ring, which is going to be my 6-inch ring. And I just used a 6-inch cake board to mark the outside of that circle. And then I just carefully cut the 6-inch ring out using my serrated knife. So we will repeat the same process for the second layer of cake. And we will use our buttercream as the glue to stick everything together. It's best to actually handle each cake layer separately just to make sure that the cake stays intact. The crumb in this cake is actually quite small and it keeps the cake very moist and delicious. So it's best to just handle it as little as possible and be very gentle with it as you're making the cake. So our next ring for the outside of our cake is going to be our green ring, and once again we use our 6-inch cake board to cut out the outer ring of the cake. As you can see, I had a little crack in my cake, but that is no problem at all. All you have to do is use your icing to stick that cake together once you have put it onto your cake board. So it is no problem if you encounter any cracks or breaks in your cake. Just use your icing to stick it together, Abby. In constructing my cake, for the bottom layer of cake, I placed the cake bottom side down, and on the top layer, I placed the cake bottom side up. And I did this to ensure that the top of the cake ends up being flat and level, so that it gives us a nicer shape for the cake when we're finally doing our icing. Also, I intentionally only put icing between the ring layers and not between the two cakes, just because we prefer a cake that's not as sweet, and it also gives a more uniform look to the flag once you cut into the cake if there's no icing between the layers. So at this point, my friends, the hard work is done. It is time for the fun part. So my inspiration for this cake was the Naija 2020 soccer kits that were released this October by Nike. The new kits are bold and vibrant, giving a nod to tradition through pattern combinations and textiles, all combined in variations of the national colors of green and white. In decorating my cakes, I always start with an initial thin coating of icing called a crumb coat, just to ensure that there aren't any cake crumbs that are going to end up in my final design. Once I've finished crumb coating the cake, I will then be placing it in the fridge for just a few minutes, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, just so that the initial layer of icing can set up. For me, the most iconic part of the new design is the Nigerian Football Federation logo, so I decided to try to capture that in chocolate. I used Wilton candy melts in the logo colors to trace a reverse image on acetate to create the logo out of chocolate. Once I had filled in the entire logo with the different colors of chocolate, I just simply placed my tray in the fridge for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then once I took it out of the fridge, it came off easily and cleanly. As you can see, I took inspiration from the jersey colors and patterns to create my design. Let me know in the comments what you think of it and what you might have done different. But please, I beg, be kind in the comments, so I did my best. So here you have it, Nigeria 2020 Independence/Football Surprise Inside Flag Cake. Wow, whoa, here it is. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make this cake as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. So here it is, bright, beautiful, and delicious. Africa is a continent rich in beauty, wealth, and natural resources. It's a land literally flowing with milk and honey. But there is no question that the most valuable and precious resource of our continent is its people. As citizens of the world, it is all of our responsibility to ensure that all of us are treated with respect, dignity, and allowed to live in peace. Nigeria's national motto is unity and faith, peace and progress. Truly, those are words to live by. So I wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you who've taken the time to subscribe to the channel, all of you who've watched the videos. Thank you so much for all the kind comments, all the encouragement, all the great advice, and I'm looking forward to bringing you more videos in the future. Also, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe to the channel, please subscribe. And also, please leave me a comment. Make sure to click the bell icon as well once you subscribe so that you'll be notified anytime I bring out a new video. Thanks and have a wonderful day. So if you get an opportunity to make this cake, please label it hashtag Malaika Surprise Inside Cake or hashtag Malaika Nigeria Surprise Inside Cake on Instagram. That way I'll get a chance to see your creations and maybe even post them to my page as well. Thank you and have a great day.